causing total atomic annihilation.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Just Nuke and Gaming. This is Nuke here, and today on this episode of Tales of Horror, we're taking a look at the neat title of the rather famed horror studio, Frictional Games, with Penumbra Overture. Supposed to be the first part in a trilogy of games that are, this one is a survival horror. The next one, they kind of leans away from a little bit more psychological. The third game never got really full release. It just ended up being a sort of a add-on to the second one, just as much smaller title. The series, didn't quite live up to what they were hoping for. This one came out to fairly average reviews and proved out to go throughout the series. But heard a few good things, so check it out and hopefully find something wonderful. Let's get started. My story began in February, year 2000.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it. So when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolutions, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went, as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Finally, we're almost docked. I better stow my gear. I may be far from home. Chances are I can still pick things up left fix things up using left mouse. I can take a close look at things using right mouse. Yeah, that didn't let me look at that closer. Okay. Always good to have a notebook, jot down interesting information and reminders. So N and P. I think I left my torch in the desk drawer next to the bed. It can be opened using my left mouse on it, holding the button down and moving the mouse. Yeah, much like the Amnesia series they were known for, I'm trying to go something a little bit on the realistic side with the controls. I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date. The landmarks don't change much to Greenland, but I got a pretty decent idea of where I'm heading. Yeah, we're going to be tracking down our father here, Greenland. Hopefully things didn't horrible happen. I'm holding out on that. Flashlight switches on and off via the inventory tab, hopefully with the shortcut key F. Now, where's that emergency glow stick? Should still be in locker, keys in my inventory tab. In, up our little notebook. Don't really have anything on. Inventory, we got our key. Our notebook, our flashlight. Good thing I remember to bring a flashlight. Shame it's old. It drains a couple of batteries an hour. So yeah, unfortunately that means it's going to be draining somewhat quickly. Scroll wheel kind of moving. Don't want those. Bag. Oh. Up. Flashlight batteries. A glow stick. Could come in handy if the torch runs out of batteries. I should be able to access it through my inventory or the shortcut G. Just over here I saw. Okay. A note. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me alone again. I left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you would still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest. What does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need, so that you can come home to me safely. Soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes. I do love you. I've washed those overalls of yours. I know you'll get them covered in sorted fish parts in no time. I still feel better knowing that you've had a wash. Before I forget, Ericksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout. I said they were mostly out of season. If you happen upon any, don't say anything. Show them well in the ice, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate and come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Got some drink. Jack Daniels at that, right? Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels. Okay. Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure they couldn't get a license. Playboy poster. It's nice some things don't change, no matter how far you are from home. I'll see photos. Pretty odorous. Might even getting out here soon. Must eat and sleep and well, I'll do everything else in this one room for weeks at a time. Not be a particularly large boat. It's got 2 beds. So I don't know how many people actually work here. Okay, I guess that's not our bag. Alright, let's head out. As I stepped off the boat, heading out into the blizzard that had formed around me. I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after. New hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. So cold. Don't know where I am. Need shelter soon. Did you come out here not dressed properly, sir? My entire head went numb a long time ago. Still hear the wind roaring past. A little bit of a run. And a dead end. What in the hell is that? I don't care. I need shelter. Explosion shut. Need something to break in. Yeah, we can't move that. Not quite right. Okay. Right. Not sure what we're taking the lock with us for. Pick up, yeah, there's rocks here. Maybe we can use that. Smash that ice. Yeah. Oh. R. Well, that worked. But R kind of break free of the camera. Go. Alright. Oh. Jesus, my head. Can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although looking around, maybe I didn't. This is play. I have a ball. Seeing more pieces of the ladder, so apparently we weren't being very careful. Wooden door. I hope it's open. No. No, it's not. I have a flashlight, but that does have batteries. Where's having those batteries we picked up earlier? Boxes, ammunition. What is this place? Some sort of mine. Bunker. Maybe a bunker, because there's a lot of ammo in here. Okay, a flare. And a hammer. See, I can swing this hammer if I hold left mouse. I can make a backswing by pulling the mouse right, and then falling through by pushing left. The opposite works too. Pulling back and then thrusting forward produces a stabbing motion. Or if I hold down right mouse after the backswing, just to be able to look around. Okay, hammer. Let's put that there. These shelves are as old as everything else around here. It could be over 50 years since anyone's been down here. 24-hour ration pack. Long past its sell-by date. Yeah, if it's been down here 50 years. Out thrust. Thanks. Oh. A little awkward. Smash and box it. I probably shouldn't be smashing the really old ammo. Put that up. Oh yeah. There's some boards here. Tunnel. But that just kind of leads back around. The heck? Down there? Anything? This hatch is seriously solid. It won't open by hand. Someone obviously wanted to keep people out. Or in. Maybe that's a sign we should get out of here. I bet the boat's gone. Get over here. Oh. Like some kind of industrial mechanism. Well, there's a hole in the center. No way to operate it. And just stick our flashlight in there. Oh, okay. That. That in there. That's actually a pretty good length rod. Maybe. I was gonna say, maybe we want to take that with us. That might be a better weapon than the hammer. Alright. Whatever I was descending into was 100 feet below ground, protected by two solid metal hatches. Located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. Never given it much thought before, I realized that our entire society is a network of safety net. Emergency services at the end of the phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers. All there if something goes wrong. Part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I feel like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me, friends, parents, teachers, were too scared, or too far away. Very deep thought, sir. Thought. Entrance to the cave was caved in. There must be another mountain. Okay. There could be anything living down here. Rogues are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't last a sec. Caution and stealth are my only defenses. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I know I got it right because of the blue tints of vision. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard if something's trying to top me. I remember to shut off any light sources though. There was a cave in. Okay. Night vision to see a little bit in the dark. A little bit better. Alright, so office, storage, explosive workshop, northern area. I don't think that's how teams work. Usually not at angles. Okay, over to the office first. Was around to the left. Yes, that is a wooden box. Yeah, office. Not a very impressive office. Not very homey. Maybe. Oh, nothing came tumbling out. Got a notebook. 15th of August, 1945. Man bunker. Emergency airstrip Zulu. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runaway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance to be carried out twice weekly from here on in due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. The 1 wounded figure is no cause for concern back in London. Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop armory, succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibility for this, that allowed them access to the demolition manual we keep in the storeroom. And I'm sure that's where they learned. I've now locked up that manual in the chest in my office. I'll keep the key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined. The injured men have been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here. But the matter is out of my hand. It would have been pretty lower. The place is so disconnected sometimes. Tell us that this war could end. We might not even hear about it out here. Supplies requisition order. Dynamite for evacuation or excavation purposes. 7 bayonets. Not necessary in my opinion. Procedure states we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick. Removing the damn ice that forms on the external hatch. Rock work just fine. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C. In order for myself, my glasses are in a rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. Structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage. Excavation of previous caved-in areas going ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find. An artifact buried in the earth, discovered by one of the work team. Later this evening, after martial duty, take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made. It may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like a front cover, see if I can't discover the source of the light which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO M. Major. Backstrom. A bottle of Backstrom might come in handy. Player, we'll hold on to those. Weird looking lantern. Key. Copenhagen Post, Monday 17th, August 1930. Psychotropic deposits of the bottom of Death Mine. We're in Death Mine, aren't we? Okay. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that mine-altering chemicals, naturally sown into the rock, may be the cause of high suicide rates at a Greenland mine. And this is where y'all chose to little base. The university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine last year. They discovered that even taking into account Greenland's naturally high suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high. At 46 deaths per 100,000 populace, compared to the national average of 29. On further investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the miners symptoms in common with the earlier stages of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of surgic acid, a pH4 formula, recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, may be present in the rocks. Few locals were conducted to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanations. Inuit spirits, known as the Gringot, living in the mountains. University is waiting for results of chemical studying. Studies continue. It's not good for us. What? Okay. Old man. Touching something unseen. Stranger yet, he's no stranger. Never seen before, still I know this man before me is Howard. Oh, father. Ugh, what the hell happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. Oh, I'm betting that's a safe spot, is it? Batteries. Okay, so yeah, they go straight into the flashlight. That was like 5 or 6 batteries that only gave us 10% more power. That's a lot of batteries to shove in there. Way. Oh, beef jerky. Beef jerky. Not without aroma. I mean, that's 50-year-old beef jerky. Sure, you should eat that. Rider? Maybe the ink ribbon's a little dried out. Rotting wooden shelves. Must be the added moisture from the grate. The whole room is putrefying. Lights. I miss being outside already. This place is starting to get to me. Even if I could reach that grate, it looks built into the rock itself. No way it's coming loose. Even try to get out. Maybe you should find a way to stay warm out there. Flare. Painkillers. Combat in this game, like it was going to be particularly great, so we're going to need that healing stuff. And yeah, Big Book of Explosives, last name, 1923 edition. Read here. Okay. Got the back string. I guess we're gonna have to find all this stuff because we need to make fuse and then dynamite and then add it all together. Everything here. Oh God, there's something else down here with us. Looks like a dog. Okay, so don't look at it. See him. Have to fight the doggy. He's roaming up the middle. A note. Locked door in the middle of the mind. So we need key. The place must be old if they're still using paraffin lamps. Looks like there's still some juice left. Okay, light the place up. We need matches or maybe a lighter. Dog. Bet he's still down here though. Hi there. As long as he doesn't come, walking around the corner. The door. I think this is storage. Pay for our glow stick. Doors. Oh, a lighter. This lighter was empty. It'd be a handy thing to have. Okay, yeah. Lighter plus fuel equals fire, happy person. Okay, spiders equals sad. That is true. Okay. I'm not sure what to make some of these. Being a lot of brownie faces. Locked. Locked from the other side. That doesn't mean there's someone still inside. I can hear chattering. Okay. Person there. A little sad. Very true. Very true. A spot. Killers. Yeah, 5 batteries and you only get 10%. Big flashlight. Okay, save. It was different but the same that time. You had more control. But over what? Supposed to be the artifacts found or something. That up. A storage crate for transporting ore, I suppose. There's a draft coming from the base. Okay, rocks out. Be a little bit lighter. Yeah, I see. Okay, this is a one-way trip. I hear muttering. Looks as if this basement caved in some years ago. Something's tunneled through here more recently, though. Christ, what sort of creature makes these markings? Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out, ain't I? Christ, was that a spider? I like spiders. I mean, spiders means brownie face. A ladder. Could we use that ladder to maybe get out of here if we need to? Yes, we can. But pretty sure there's more in these spider tunnels. Right first. Oh joy. You are a very ugly dog. And your feet are a little weird. A horrible sight. Luckily it's mummified, or else the smell would have been awful. I have a feeling there's still something a little rank in the air though. Dry, dusty old bags. Player. Day 1. I begin this record still in hope that the great work we have undertaken here might one day be of scientific value. Despite the chaos which has ensued in the 6 hours previous. My aim is to remain secure, till what help there may be arrive. To that end, I have barricaded myself into a small workshop area in the abandoned part of the mine. I hope that the meager food rations here keep me alive. That those I hide from not jeopardize that. Perhaps this mine really is cursed. It's almost precisely 30 years since the incident that brought us here. Now 30 years on, fate has struck. I forecasted that today the rescue crews would arrive. I can only hypothesize that they would be unaware of my location, hence busy themselves evacuating the other survivors. If they did not ride by tomorrow, I will go out and search for them. My first mistake was to make assumptions on the matters of rescue. My second mistake was to make assumptions on the safety of the mine. My third mistake was to act on both those assumptions, going outside of my safe haven. Well, you don't make assumptions, sir. My best estimate is that I left the workshop, where I was secured about 2 days ago, in search of aid. And I found only danger. I approached the old living quarters, but curiously, find no sign of life whatsoever. I returned in what I thought was the direction from which I had come, and found myself in an unfamiliar locale. Confused but focused, I attempted to make my way home. I found myself threatened by some species of feral creature. It seems to have made this old mine its home. Found a dog. Dog, sir. Although the specimen bore significant interest to me, I chose to retreat only to find myself outmaneuvered and outnumbered by the beast. I turned and ran, injuring my ankle in the process, which I believe now is most likely a sprain rather than a fracture. For some time, I cowered and fled into the dark. 2 hours ago, I discovered a door into a smaller, diffused part of the mine. A key for which I still have in my pocket. In that area, I discovered the storeroom. I think that should keep me safe for some time. The place is a maze. A lesson learned, I will not venture out again until I'm certain the area is safe. Day 19. Rescue seems increasingly unrealistic. Supplies diminishing. Lots of spiders in this place. I do not like spiders. Day 32. You've been down here a month? Day 34. I caught one of the accursed 8-legged beasts nestling in my open mouth when I woke up this morning. In my surprise, I swallowed it. Not so much the act of swallowing which concerns me, but the genesis of arachnid. It would be unlikely that a cave-dwelling spider would be venomous to eat. The possibility troubles me all the same. Ew. Day 35. Any known venom would have affected me by now, and so today, in the first minor cause for celebration I've had since the incident. By lucky coincidence, the revelation also means that I discovered a virtually inexhaustible supply of nutrition. I intend to venture into the basement beneath the storeroom in the name of science, to discover more about these creatures' natural habitat. For 4 days now, I've been surviving solely off the quite considerable sustenance provided by the spiders. For some time I was struggling to gather enough of the crunchy little morsels. However, Lady Luck smiled at me once more when the batteries in my torch died, and made a second life-saving finds. The creature's natural habitat is the dark. With my light now diminished, I'll need only lie still for a few minutes, and will attract enough of the beast for a rather hearty meal. I guess if you're desperate, you gotta do what you gotta do. Dang damn it. Okay, pillars. I actually didn't want to bow the meat. I think I needed that. My earlier assumptions on the benign nature of my cellmates have been made in error. After careful autopsy, I'm certain that there may be a small volume of natural chemicals stored in my stomach, which, if ingested regularly over a period of time, may become psychotropic or even lethal. Only real chance is to break out of here and raid any stash of supplies I can find. However, evidence against such a move is insurmountable. 1, I had no source of light. 2, I swore to myself wouldn't leave until I heard human voices outside. 3, spots to say, do not stay for the spiders. Truly. Day 100. From the marks I've been making on the wall and my scribbled diary entries, which in the dark can amount to an illegible scrawl, today is the 100th day of my new life. Over the past month, my edible friends have become more and more aggressive and have swelled in number and size. Whether or not this is a result of my plundering their ecosystem, I am unsure. However, at this rate of growth, it will soon be too large to crawl through the gaps in the walls. For all I know, it can only be seeing the tip of the icebergs. If all fails, and I am never recovered, hope at least that my study of, and indeed involvement with, fascinating creatures will one day be regarded as an important point in natural history. The greatest names in modern science got there more through fluke than talent. It appears that this rule has extended itself to my discovery. It's delicious news. I only pray that the second rule deems my breakthrough too insignificant, for all great discoveries tend to consume their adventure. I think it goes back up. Okay, yeah. That's fine, because I actually want that beef jerky back. Do this again. Fine. Except for the earthquake. That hopeless earthquake. Finally, must be all that's left of the basement storage. That lock looks rather worse for wear. Oh, yeah, good old hammer. Valve. This must be quite common. Up that. That flashlight. Ooh, okay. A Zippo lighter. That have... Okay, apparently we can't use that as a lights. Hospital gray. That'll turn off. Yeah, this is pretty awkward. That turned off the steam. anything else in here? Case. Meet any spiders? Don't have to. Okay, maybe I don't want to meet you either. I think someone's been dragged through here. I've never seen this much blood before. I don't see. Oh, is that the best chance to get some answers? They're still down here. First thing. Save. Okay, there's our blood. Oh my. This hole isn't large enough for man. Not that I go anywhere near it. Even if it was, what burrowed out this tunnel? It may not be man-sized, but I'm pretty sure a man was taken through there. Awesome, more beef jerky. We know that's not for eating sakes. Write our own notes. It's right on the wall. Oh, I lost the pencil. Okay, so much for that idea. Day 200. Oh my god. It's been some time since I recorded any findings in relation to the spiders, whom I have shared my existence for the past 8 months. Probably due to my enforced retreat from the basement territory. Not too long ago, their behavior became overly aggressive, so I have attempted to barricade the main entrance to their lair and secured myself with one of the smaller rooms above it. The only one with an operational door lock. The other reason is that I've been recovering from a minor operation, so I was forced to conduct myself with the aid of anesthetic. Even if I did have any anesthetic or being anesthetic or surgical tools, I couldn't afford to be less than diligent in my work. The anesthetic was out. Surgical tools are well and good, although it may be becoming old and rusty. I still trust my penknife to do the job as well. Should not be using something rough. The procedure itself was elementary enough. Simple amputation of a non-vital organ. I began to notice a thick, glue-like substance forming on my tongue, and was forced to accept that it may have become infected through constant toxic ingestion. He shouldn't have been eating the spiders, and he cut off his tongue. Another century of days comes and goes. It seems like so long since I escaped here. Some stage since my last entry, I attempted to return from whence I came. That from which I originally was fleeing seems a fate far worse than the one I would now face. However, in the time since I arrived, the larger mind system, haven has occurred, blocking early further progress. Forced to return and accept whatever end life has in store for me. I still hear my aggressive little friend scratching on the door to myself. Couldn't have been eating spiders. Got some nice light. And I immediately don't touch that. Papers. Oh, yep, he cut his tongue out. I guess he couldn't have talked with us even. What to? Do I have to take the tongue? Largest spider I've ever seen. That's carved out. spider, but I think the one that took him is probably a little bigger. Art. Okay, got the key. Look at that. Dog is still down here. Look, he's scared of the light. Stick to this side. Doggy. Or if he's still over here or not. Okay, okay. In the back half, might be a good idea to block the door. The dog creature's back there. I don't want it up on me. Actually, a pretty smart idea. Oh yeah, I see you there. Oh jeez. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, this is really awkward combat. Okay, that sucks. What happens if he knocks through that and explodes things? No, hit the dog. Hit the dog. Dang it. Okay, that's really bad combat. Okay, blocking doesn't really help for very long. Get away from the door. Stay away. Great rusting iron wheels, remnants of a past age of industry. Explosives. Aren't fast enough. Oh, come on. Okay, this is really bad. This is really bad. I know this is supposed to be a survival horror game, but yeah. Stay hidden. He decides not to come through. Yeah, once you go into winging a thing, you cannot turn to aim at them. Not great. Can't go to the little free look mode. Key panel, oddly placed and it's definitely newer than the rest of the mine. Okay, we need code. Away from there. Really don't want to get into more combat situations. If we can help it. Hiding spot. Okay, I love my workshop is too great a hunting ground to let others gorge their faces. One cannot help but feel for those without delicate money morsels on which to munch. For Red ate ravenously of their flesh today, and shall continue to do so as possible that thanks solely to the button passed on the door. Yet, Red's mind is somehow backward. 2, 1, 4, 8, or it's backwards. Okay. Bet it's 8, 4, 1, 2. Eight, 4, 1, 2. Awesome. Okay, save spot. Let's use that. It must be tied to what's going on here. If I keep experimenting, I may discover something useful, or I'll have a heart attack. Can I take those and use those against the dog? Okay. So I think we're going to go ahead and end today's episode here. I'll say it's a little on the slow side so far. Interesting. It's mind continuing this. It's not completely grabbing me because how slow it is. And honestly, that combat was so bad. We definitely don't want to be trying to find anything. Running's going to be very important to us. Very, very important. Alright. So, thanks for joining me, guys. Do appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Helps out the channel a lot. See you guys next time. Some more Penumbra Overture.